What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, today's video is going to be a really exciting one. It's an awesome story. It's somewhat of a follow-up video to our pro players quitting inside of Brawl Stars, where one of those pro players came back and he's grinding stronger than ever on ladder, going for a #1 finish this season. So we're going to be documenting some of his games in today's video, showing how good he is and how much time and effort he's been putting into his grind this season. So I'm going to be putting a timestamp of when the matches are going to be starting, and I'm going to try to get a wide variety of game modes here. I'm going to ask him to try to maybe step outside of his comfort zone and go on multiple different game modes, but knowing him, he shouldn't have a problem with that. But first, we got to talk about some crazy stuff that has been going on at the Ray residence. Now, I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. I just want this to be an update and make sure you guys know what page I'm on right now. As you can see, I have a different background. I can't play on my iPad because my Wi-Fi is down at my house. And overall, the power is completely off. As you guys can see here, I got the lights and stuff running, but that's because we're hooked up to like a generator outside in order to get power to my studio. But since I don't have Wi-Fi, I can't upload anything. And thankfully, editing as well as Photoshop and recording don't take Wi-Fi at all. So what I'm gonna have to do is record, edit, make my thumbnail, and bring it to a different computer in order to upload this stinking video. And it's looking to be this bad for quite a while. The power hasn't come back on for a day and a half now, and they're thinking it's going to be out for quite a while longer. So we're going to have to put up with the iPhone overlay because I'm using my data right now in order to record this video, which is completely fine. And we actually opened up a Brawl box, guys. I got to get used to this. But stick with me. I'm trying my best in order to make the content that I love here, but we are kind of restricted, and it feels really bad that I don't have full creative freedom over my videos. Like, I can't use Discord right now in order to VC with pro players. And I guess the main message here is that unexpected stuff is going to be thrown at you in life, and you just kind of gotta bite the bullet and work around it. Do with what you got. So that's what we're going to be doing here as well. I think that honestly the biggest thing that's making me feel a little bit bad about this whole ordeal is that I can't push, because I usually push on my iPad, and there's no way I can play competitively on my phone because I'm not used to it. So I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to get 20k this season with a few days of downtime. It was going to be like I need like 500 trophies every single day, which was doable, but not now after a couple days of not being able to grind. So that feels bad, man. But that's besides the point. Let's get into this epic story of the man, JigSaw. Here we go. Okay guys, so first things first, we gotta go over why JigSaw is back and grinding harder than ever, putting a real charge into the ladder, trying to get to that first place spot. So when we made that video a while back, when we were going over why the pro players are quitting, I desperately wanted pro players to come back to the game. I love the pro player scene. It's so incredibly fun to follow how much passion they have for the game and how much time and commitment they take in order to get the numbers that they do in this game that we know and love. Now, JigSaw was one of those people that ended up quitting after they did the trophy inflation, just out of what I'm guessing disappointment for records being broken, the trophy inflation, basically putting an end to all those significant milestones that they put in to the game. But he's back stronger than ever, and I want to show you where he's at on the leaderboard. So he's in the 4th place spot, which is really good, and as you can see in the #1 spot with the trophy inflation, that's not super hard to get to. I asked JigSaw personally why he's grinding so dang hard. #1, he wants to prove to a lot of people that he is a good player in this game, and we all already know that. JigSaw has been putting in a lot of work, and he's been getting really high numbers for a really long time now. As well as you can see, there's a lot of people using matchmaking. Something with JigSaw, he's really opposed to using matchmaking in order to get higher up on the ladder. As you can see, this is definitely not shots to anyone on my end. I'm just kind of relaying the message that JigSaw wanted me as to the reason why he's grinding so hard. So as you can see, JigSaw's in Bobby Brawl Stars, and the top 3 are in A Few Good Men, as well as Patchy in A Few Good Men, and Thomas. So a lot of people in A Few Good Men. So basically what this does is, inside of Brawl Stars, it is impossible to match up against someone that's in your same club. So if you take a lot of the top players and put them all in the same club, you take away a lot of competition on ladders. So for example, if any of these top 3 as well as 5th, 6th position players go up against on ladder, more often than not, they're going to be going up against JigSaw that is also grinding on on ladder because he's like the only one that's high up there on ladder, not in that club. So JigSaw has a lot of weight to carry in trying to go up against all these really, really good players. Now, I want to stress that this is not against the rules. This is completely fair. These guys aren't cheating or anything like that. This is basically just a personal thing for JigSaw to prove to himself that he can go up against this thing that's also going against him, or like an advantage of sorts, that he can play against that and get to that #1 spot, which is really commendable, and it's a cool story and something to follow. It's like something you want to root for. So go JigSaw, I'm rooting for you, buddy. We're going to be watching a lot of his matches today in multiple different game modes and see just how good he is, as well as with a really, really good pro team comp helping him out. So hope you guys are pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so heading into our very first match, and we have a treat because JigSaw is going to be playing on Duo Showdown. Let's go. So we're rocking double legendary, so we have Crow and Leon. So I'm going to be doing a little play-by-play. Honestly, my favorite game mode to spectate is Showdown or Duo Showdown because you can see so much on the map, and you can see like the strategies of other players if people are bush camping and stuff like that. We'll have to see if this comp works. I know Crow is fantastic on this map. But it's littered with Shellys and stuff like that, so we'll have to see here. Obviously, JigSaw is going to be the damage dealer, the guy that's just out there ripping around like crazy, and Crow's going to be your poke damage, long-range poke damage. So this is working out pretty good so far. They don't have that many power cubes, which I don't think should be a problem. Their skill should make up for that because they're both really, really good players. And I haven't spectated JigSaw in Showdown ever, and he seems to be doing just fine. He's just an overall decent player at this game. I shouldn't say decent, he's a beast. We all know how good JigSaw is at Brawl Stars. So it looks like Poco's going to be going down. JigSaw going invisible. They're saying 2 power cubes. Who needs power cubes? Let's freaking go. Takes out BB. He's going to be able to pick up a few. Let's go. 6-11 now. He's going to wait for, I'm assuming, Crow to come on in. And as you guys can see, his teammate is also an incredible player, pushing up on ladder as of right now. He's been pushing like crazy, Patchy. He's been last like 4 seasons going really, really hard on ladder, which is really cool to see as well. So we have BB spawned in, no power cubes. And you would want, honestly, the better team comp here is JigSaw's team. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That is fantastic. Okay, let's see. This is a close match. This is a nail biter. But I think it's in our favor here. Just hit him a few times. The poison's going to take him out. First game in with a win in Duo Showdown. That's 9 trophies. That is fast trophies. If they can keep that up, that's going to be really, really good for them. So let's hop into the next one. Here we go. Okay, guys. So heading into our very first match, and this is going to be a 3v3. And guys, we got a really, really stacked team here. A lot of really great players. As you can see, we have, of course, JigSaw. We have Patchy still here, and Ash YouTube helping out, making an appearance. We all know and love Ash. He's OP. Okay, so let's spectate JigSaw. JigSaw's rocking Carl. Patchy's going to be Daryl, which is, he's actually fantastic on this map. So, as you can see, the enemy team is also using Daryl. Let's see how Patchy's doing up there. Okay, getting low. We have the lead by 1 bounty, and guys, 1 bounty can make a huge difference when it comes to competitive. Now, I have a few mixed feelings about bounty, just because I feel like it could be somewhat boring in like tournament play, but at the very last second, you're always going to have those really, really fun clutch moments when it's close, where someone has to make something happen in order to win, and I love that. So we are off to a really, really good start here. It is 9-2, Daryl, enemy Daryl in the spawn, trying to make something happen. We're all kind of pushed into the left lane, which tends to happen on this map. Everyone likes to kind of get bunched up in one spot, which works really, really well. And in the bushes, you have a pretty big advantage because you can surprise them and you get really, really good kickback. Sorry, 20% low battery. Okay, here we go. So we have Ash with the most bounty on the team, so we have to kind of protect him, but still we have a really, really good lead right now. We can kind of make some mistakes and still be fine here. Okay, Patchy's got super. You might try to roll in, but still, it's not going to make that big of a difference. One thing that you got to keep in mind when you're in bounty, for example, if it's 2, if you have 2 bounties and you roll in on someone that also has 2 and you kill them, it's really not going to help out your team. Honestly, it's going to hurt your team more often than not, because if you die right after, like the same thing happened in that situation, you're trading 1 bounty chip because you had 2 rolling in, you killed someone, you got 2, but you had 3 that you gave up. but I don't think it's going to matter much here. We have 23-13, 25-13. Patchy kind of cleaning up down there. He's going to go down, but again, not going to matter at all. Really, really good bounty match. Really fun match. Getting some good trophies there. Fantastic. Let's head to the next one. Here we go. Okay, guys, so heading back into our next match, and I believe we're on a different game mode here. So we'll see how they can do here. Same team comp, same people playing. So we have a Primo. Nice, let's go. That's going to be fun. As well as a Bowen. I didn't see the third. Who is Ash playing? Okay, let's spectate JigSaw here. Nicely done. Oh, we got a Tick. Okay, so Lobber is going to be really, really good on this map. And as you all know, I'm guessing Tick, or I shouldn't say I'm guessing, I know Tick is probably the best Lobber in the game right now. Especially for control-based team comps, which you want inside of Gem Grab. So, JigSaw, I know, is a fantastic bow. I've played against him several times as bow, and he crushes me. So, here we go. So, we have Ash trying to control that Barley. It is 3v2 right now, which is just fine. We'll have to keep an eye on it, because Primo is actually really, really good against BB. Because BB does do a lot of that damage, but she's not a shotgunner. So he can kind of hang in there and tank some of the shots and deal damage as well and get his super and then super in on the BB and do just fine. So we're doing fantastic here. As you guys can see, it's 9-0. This is what happens when you play with such a great team comp and teammates on board. So we're getting consistent wins here, which is exactly what you need when you are grinding to the top. Guys, when you're going for the #1 spot, you have very little room for losses because every single time you lose a lot of trophies. So you need to be taking these victories very, very easily. So yeah, guys, we're going to be hopping into another match of Gem Grab and then just keep it going and see how these guys can go. We are 2 for 2 right now, or I should say 3 for 3. We won in duo showdown as well. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, gearing up into the next one right away. No matchmaking needed. And when you're this high up, matchmaking can actually be a big problem. I'm trying to find someone to go up against. Okay, so we're up against Sam and Raven, my dudes. Let's see how they do against JigSaw, Ash, and Patchy here. Okay, so we have Raven rocking Penny, which honestly, Penny's really, really good on this map, but I think Bo might be the better gem carry right now. We'll have to see. Okay, Ash switched to Barley, so that's the only switch right now. Patchy's still using Primo. JigSaw's getting really, really low. It's only going to take one more dynamite shot, and he's going to be going down. Is Primo going to be able to secure the gems? Sam is running away with very low HP as well. Oh my goodness, very interesting match right off the get-go. So JigSaw needs to try to secure the gems that he lost a little bit ago. So he's got the 3 back, and he's laning very well against Raven in lane the Penny. Okay, so Dynamite's going to drop down quite a lot of damage on JigSaw. I would say retreat for a little bit. We'll see what he does, though. Okay, getting hit once again by the Penny. Okay, so it's 2v2, 3v2. So we're at a little bit of a disadvantage here. But we have the gem lead by quite a big margin, and the other team has had a really hard time gaining control. As you can see, Sam just kind of keeps going in the back, but Primo kind of is making sure that he can't really do anything once he's in the back of the spawn. As you can see, Patchy cleaning up Sam fairly easily there. Okay, so we have the countdown now. What's going to happen here? We'll have to see. Honestly, I feel like our team comp is a little bit better than the one that they're going up against. Nita's really good on this map. Dynamite, you'd rather have Barley or a Tick on your team in order for that control, unless you are a stellar Dynamite. And like we said before, I think Bo is a tiny bit better than Penny on this map. But as you can see, another quick victory for the dudes. So let's hop into the next one. Here we go. Okay, next match, and I think, yep, we got Siege. Fantastic. So let's see how we do. We're doing fantastic right off the get-go. We have the Bolt lead. But they got a Primo on their team, which can be a little bit tricky on this map. Let's follow JigSaw. JigSaw is going to be rocking Leon, which he's fantastic on this Siege map. I feel like the only real Siege map you can rock with fairly well. So JigSaw going in for some good damage on the IKE right off the get-go. Now, I had a conversation with JigSaw about Siege. He was saying that it was a little bit too inconsistent for trophies. So he's going to be avoiding it a little bit in the gameplay today. As you can see, this match is going fairly well, but sometimes you get a little bit more losses than the other game modes, so you gotta work with what works, you know? Okay, so we have a Bolt lead right off the get-go once again. The other two teammates are Barley as well as Penny, which are really, really good for this map as well. As you can see, there are a lot of different places to drop a good mortar, as well as Penny is just good in Siege, being able to drop down the mortar on like a weird spot and diverts a lot of attention to the enemy team because they gotta destroy that, as well as it gets some good damage on there. Something that we just missed is that JigSaw used his super on the IKE. Once again, we have 28%, and we should be able to pick up the win here fairly easily on the second siege push. Fantastic, guys. Siege can make for some very, very fast trophies, but we gotta kind of take into account what JigSaw was saying. If it's inconsistent, you can't do it. You need a very, very high win percentage to be able to get this high up in trophies. You can't mess with losses. You just can't. So you gotta stick to the game modes that are giving you the most consistent trophies as possible. But let's head to the next match. Here we go. Okay, next match is on Bounty, and I'm starting to get a feeling that the most consistent game mode that they've been seeing is Bounty, even though the matches are quite a bit longer than most game modes, like in comparison to like Brawl Ball and Heist. If you can get the wins on a particular game mode, you gotta stick to them, even if it is a little bit slower than the other ones. So JigSaw up against the Bull. He was able to take out that Bull in that last confrontation, which is pretty dang impressive. Bull can really pop you quick when he's right on top of you, but he used his super to get away from him. Now, we're seeing this clumping method, this technique, which tends to work super, super well, like we've been saying before. So guys, adopt the strategy on this map. Do what they're doing. Use the team comps that are working. As you can see, they've been using this team comp a few times now in Bounty here, and it's been working for them very, very well. So up against a Colt, a Piper, and a Bull. Piper seems to be decent on this map, but from what I'm seeing, we've been doing very solid against other Pipers. Brock seems to be kind of the long-range brawler that you want to have on your team, as well as you want to have a mixture, which the other team is also doing. You want to have like a tankier unit, as well as like a mid-range bursty brawler, like the Colt kind of encompasses. Okay, so we're going down a little bit here, but that's fine. We're up 15-8, which is a solid lead inside Bounty. It's going to be really hard for the enemy team to come back from that. Okay, so Patchy and Ash on the right side. JigSaw still trying to hold down one side of the map up against Bull, and he's doing a fantastic job doing this poke damage against him. Bull's going to try to go in, but he's not going to be able to do much. JigSaw able to take him out with a super, as well as get away to safety. He's got to protect his Bounty, which is the smart thing to do, but again, they have such a great lead that I don't think it really matters. They kind of have the win secured here. I think if every single brawler goes down, they're still not going to be able to take the lead. So it's 19-11, or they might. Okay, Patchy going in on the Colt, and they just can't do anything. 25-11, JigSaw spinning, but with his super at the bottom of the map, securing another victory. Guys, we haven't lost yet in the video today. Let's hop into a few more. Here we go. Okay, guys, final match of the video, just because we're playing a lot of Bounty here, and as you guys can see, it's kind of just the same team comp, which, as you guys can see, this is just how it is on ladder. You just keep grinding, doing your thing. Okay, looks like JigSaw slow to coming to lane, but I don't think that's a bot. I think that's him. Just kind of slow. Might have walked away from his phone while he was waiting for matchmaking, but we're off to an early losing amount. This is not good, guys. We haven't seen this yet, so it might be fun actually to see a little comeback gameplay here. We'll see what happens. They're up against a Colt, Leon, and Bull. Patchy rolling in, very good choice rolling up against that Colt, because he knew the other two were in the bushes on the left. So it was almost like a little free kill, especially if you hit him with the knockback at the very end of the roll. Okay, so they're pressuring up Leon with Invis, but of course they don't see that. Leon's going in on Ash. It's going to be a kill for sure. Okay, so 5-6, still close, but Leon's in a very tight spot. He's going to be going down 9-6. So they finally got that comeback. Let's go. There's still a minute left in the game. Patchy able to take out the Colt. It's starting to look really, really good. Almost double their score now. Okay, Bull trying to make a go in for it. Honestly, the biggest mistakes that I've been seeing people doing in Bounty here when they're trying to go for the team that we have here, this really, really good team, is that they keep pushing in individually. One thing that you want to do in Bounty is you need to pressure in as a team. So wait for your teammates. If you're trying to go in for a kill, wait for your teammates to slowly pressure in. Now, of course, it depends if you're up against a good team. Even if your team is pressuring in, all three of you, it might be still difficult to go in and get those kills because of the team that you're going up against. But it's going to give you the best chance possible. Like, for example, Leon's going to be going in all by himself here. Maybe you should wait for the Bull to go in, but as he's just going to go down super quickly. But the Bull's going in now. I don't think it's going to matter much. Patchy trying to delegate some of the damage, taking out the Colt in the background. Fantastic match for our last game. But yeah, guys, today I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a comeback story on JigSaw's part. A really, really cool one where he's trying to prove himself as a really good player here in trophy system that he doesn't really love all that much, but he still loves the game of Brawl Stars, which is really, really awesome. So big hand for JigSaw coming back and coming back really, really strong, trying to prove himself. That is fantastic. Guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Also consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Being a part of the Ray fam, I would truly appreciate it. Guys, make sure to check the links in the description down below to JigSaw. Support his push, root him on. I'm sure he would really, really enjoy that. So yeah, guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.